Hi, it's Golf Traveler with Denis Knight. Welcome to episode 2 of hopefully many episodes. If you're with me, I would love that, and if you have live chat option, I would love to hear from you. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is because I want to kind of be driven by what you would like to see. So I'd really like to hear from you. If you're not live, then please leave comments on my Facebook videos or on my YouTube channel directly. That would be fantastic. That would really help me a lot. And so, for one thing, it'd make me know that someone out there is watching, which I know they are. I can see the numbers, but we obviously want to reach more and more people. So I want to hear what you have to say so that I can generate topics. Well, speaking of topics, one of the things that I want to share with you tonight is some of the upcoming tournaments. I know I spent some time on last episode talking about how awesome tournaments are to play, and I want to drive that home because, again, you don't have to be an exceptional golfer. You really don't. It's more about the camaraderie. You would love it. You really would. So give it a chance. So I'm going to talk about upcoming tournaments. I got a segment I'm calling, What Do You Think? I know, I'm not all the I'm a science teacher, not the most creative, but I kind of am going to reach out to you and ask you to respond to a question and kind of see what you think and try to add that to the podcast. So kind of question of the weekish type stuff. And then I also want to talk about, I want to do like a spotlight in a sense of my video library. Right now I have 60 videos on my YouTube channel, and I want to spotlight some of those videos. But I thought what might be good for episode 2 is to just kind of give you an overview of the videos and kind of give you an idea what's there. If you're a golfer that likes playing the same course, then, you may just only watch 1 or 2 of those videos of that course. But if you're a golfer that likes to play different courses, then you might want to look at some of these videos because, as we'll look at later, there's a lot of videos in and around this area and even outside this area. So, but what I'm going to do in conjunction with that, again, I keep asking for you to make comments for me so that I know kind of what I want to do with the channel. But I'm going to run a promotion. I'm going to give away a dozen of brand new Callaway Supersoft whites to the first person that will respond to 12 different videos and leave comments for each of those videos. In other words, 12 comments for 12 balls, golf balls. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. That'll be part of one of the segments that we do. So, but I kind of wanted to start with building your own indoor batting cage simulator. Want to talk a little bit about that. I've done that in my garage. I'm going to try to screen share here. I have a video, or one of my videos, is on my, this is kind of, I don't have the nicest garage, but it's a 2-car garage, and I took a section of it and kind of created this half-inch black galvanized cage that you can kind of see to your left here. I'll kind of bring it around here. Don't look at my Christmas stuff, right? But it's just a frame, and then I laid these I got them from like Harbor Freight, I think. But they're like a quilted blanket, like you see it in U-Hauls. And I just draped it over them, basically. Here's one of the side walls. This is two, I think I did 3-foot sections. I think that's 6 foot that comes out there. And then once I had the frame, then I could just attach all this stuff to it. I think you kind of see in this part of the video where I attached the screen. And I got that screen on Amazon for, I don't know, 150 bucks. And that's kind of my backdrop there, see, and I attached it along the top. And then this shows you the outside wall, and it shows you this galvanized pipe and that quilted blanket. So you get a little bit better of a blow up of, and then there's one of the connectors that I used. And that's basically, I just kind of created a frame. You can see the connector better there, see? It's just 1/2 inch black galvanized. You can kind of see along the, well, that's along the edge. I used some padding to hold the quilting up and whatnot. So, and then you can see it along the top there. And I have like a mesh. There you can see the galvanized connectors and so on. I've got kind of a mesh that goes across the top edge of that. And so that's a cage with a screen. If you just want that, that's fine, but I went and got me a projector. I don't know if I think I go back far enough here. Let's see, let me go a little further in the video. Well, maybe not. But yeah, I've got a projector that I put up there, and then I went out and bought me a launcher, and it was, I think, $6.99. Rapsodo, got a Rapsodo, and it was $6.99, I think. And that's just like a launch monitor, and you set that behind you, and you turn it on, and then you can project over on that screen with the projector. And I can play thousands of courses, and there's all kinds of games, and there's practice range, there's targeted ranges. There's a little bit of everything. The putting and stuff like that, obviously you can't replicate, but besides that, it works fantastic. So, and I don't know how much money I had in it, but I don't think I had a ton. The blankets, the galvanized pipe, the wheels, I put wheels on all 4 corners so I can move it around in my garage, so it's mobile. Maybe $500-600. I don't know. I could look it up if anybody's interested. I think I've even got some pictures of when I first built it that you might be able to, if you're interested. And so, but it gives you year-round golf. Basically, I mean, it gets cold in that garage, so I mean, you could take a space heater or something out there, maybe. But but it's nice to have. It's a great practice. Be able to go out there and practice and hit balls anytime I want to, night or day. What I did on the back edge is I got it away from the wall, and then I put pillows along the bottom edge, and then I draped quilts and different things like that over there to absorb the shock of the ball. So it's worked fantastic. I'm glad I did it. Very inexpensive. And if I can do it, you can do it. So, but again, if you want to leave a comment, reach out to me. I'd be happy to get with you and add to that. So, I want to talk about the video library that I have on my YouTube channel. There's a tremendous number of videos. I have 60 presently. I want to share my screen with you so that you can here is the video page. If you go to the home page, then you're going to see this is what you'll land on when you come to my YouTube channel. If you look right here, there is a place that says home, and then there's a place that says video, one that says live. Well, we're live right now. But if you click on videos, it'll bring up all my 60 videos. And as you can see, there's a lot of them. But there are courses, here's some, in Texas, there's Bay Forest and Moody Gardens and Battleground. That was during one of my Texas trips. There's Pryor Creek in Oklahoma and Brooksdale that's over in Bella Vista, Sherrill Park in Dallas, and River Cut here locally, Green Hills and Island Green. Tour 18 when I went down to Houston, and Eagle Point, that's just outside of Houston. Horton Smith, Honey Creek and Aurora, the little par 3 over here in town, Hidden Valley, Scheffendecker, which is over in Joplin. That's a really nice area. Scheffendecker's a great course. I just can't say enough about it. And Briarbrook. There's Mountaintop and some of the more recent videos that I've made that are either about the tournaments or excerpts from my first episode podcast. So there's a lot of videos there to look at. And again, if you're a golfer and you don't want to play the same course, you're thinking, hey, Ledgestone, I've been wanting to pay that, but I don't know if I want to pay that much money. I'm playing it Friday, by the way, and I hope to get some even better video when I'm there. But Ledgestone is expensive, but do I want to pay that? Well, you can look on here and see the video and see if you like it. There's one in Salem, Missouri, little 9-hole there at Spring Creek, Whispering Oaks and Marshfield. There's some really good courses on there. So if you like playing more than just one course, then these videos you might find valuable to you. And really, that's why I documented them, just simply because I was playing them. But I continue to document them because I think they have value. And I want you, hopefully, to gain some of that value from them. Because, again, they're pretty much hole-to-hole videos that you can see the course from my perspective as a golfer. But again, there's 60 videos on there. 60 videos. If you'll do 12 videos and leave 12 comments, then these 12 balls are yours. So again, I would really appreciate that. So I'm promoting my videos, trying to get you to come to them and view them and leave comments. People are viewing, I'm just not getting the comments. So I really would appreciate the comments. And then that will help me a great deal on future videos. I just got me a GoPro, so I'm hoping to improve the videos that I have. And take some of them again once I get a little bit better at this. Upcoming tournaments. As I said, I talked a little bit last episode about how enjoyable these tournaments are. So I want to take a moment to inform you of some upcoming tournaments. Saturday, August 23rd, the Big Hole Tournament at Horton Smith here in town. This is an unusual tournament because the back 9 will be using 8-inch holes. So more than twice the size of a normal hole. So that is going to be amazing. There are 2 par 3s on the back 9. So maybe a hole in one. Nobody needs to know it's an 8-inch hole, right? But it starts at 8:30. It's a 2-person scramble. And it's $180 a team. Now across the way at River Cut, they're having a couple scramble. 1 female, 1 male per team. $200 per team, and it's a 9 o'clock start. In Dream Valley in Buffalo, just a little bit north of Springfield, not very far, about 20 minutes, they're having a 2-person Dallas County Shriners tournament. and it starts at 8:30. The North Terra Golf Course in West Plains is having a 2-day tournament, the Tri-River Tournament. And again, it's a 2-day tournament, both the 23rd and the 24th. And it's $150 a person. But you get a free round on Friday. You get a free supper on Saturday, along with your lunch the days that you play. So they're going to take good care of you there at North Terra. That would be a good tournament. It's a 2-day tournament. Now, on August the 24th, Sunday, the Holiday Hills tournament in Branson will be taking place, and it's $70 a person. It's a 2-person scramble. They have that every third Sunday of each month. Me and Andy Myers have played in that, I believe, 3 times, but we've played it more in the fall and the winter. We're too busy, I guess, playing other tournaments right now. So, now September 1st, Labor Day, they're having a tournament at the West Plains Country Club in West Plains, Missouri, and that's called the Cat and Dog Labor Day tournament. 1 male, 1 female, couples, and that's $60 a person. And then on September 6th, the following Saturday, there's a 2-person scramble at River Cut with an 8 o'clock start, $200 per team. And then at Dream Valley, they're having a 4-person scramble for the Shriners Club, and it's $60 a person with a 9 o'clock start. Now, Dream Valley, I've got a video on Dream Valley. I'm going to go down and visit with Dream Valley in the next few weeks. Or up there, it's north of me. But it is a really nice course, and they do a great job down there. And they're working really hard to promote that course. So I want to take a moment to go down there and help them with that. So, all right, well, what do you think? I'd like to know, what do you think about a particular golf topic? Episode 2's question is, who is your favorite golfer? I don't mean the best, it could be, but just the golfer that you always look forward to watching, or do look forward to watching now. Of course, Tiger, Jack, they're the GOATs. And a lot of people will say them. I sure remember watching Tiger do amazing things. I vaguely remember Jack as a young boy, but I do remember Tiger. My dad was a big Arnold Palmer fan, and so I grew up knowing a lot about Arnold Palmer. Tom Watson, Kansas City boy. You know, he really had a good run for quite a while. Really a great person, too. Lee Trevino. Even today, I watched a video the other day of him putting. It was amazing. The man is just, he's a showman. He's a showman. And he struggled. I mean, he was a minority in a time when it was predominantly a white man sport. So, Phil Mickelson, the lefty, he's had some great wins. Chichi Rodriguez, with the little mat, what he used to do with those, John Daly. I don't know if you've seen the new Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore 2. John Daly's in that, so, John Daly's something else, barefooted. Greg Norman, the Shark. Always loved that hat, always looked good. Australian. I think my favorite, and of course I'm, pretty much been in Springfield most of my life, but I'd have to say Payne Stewart. I mean, Payne Stewart is just, to this city, he's a lot. We admired the way he carried himself and his family. Knickers and all. He was quite a colorful guy too, and I think a lot of the other golfers really liked him. But what about the newer players like Scotty? How can you not like Scotty, right? Or Xander, Rory. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and seen some of these of Bryson and all the things that he does. That shooting 50, that's pretty cool. And so Bryson DeChambeau is, he's something different. And of course Ricky Fowler, he's a big time favorite. So again, just curious. And you can leave. I don't see anybody in live chat, so. But you can sure leave comments on Facebook or my YouTube channel. I would sure appreciate your comments. Really would. So. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I just had a few things that I wanted to go over tonight, and wanted to encourage you to go out there and play in some tournaments, or just go out and play golf. Golf has brought me a tremendous amount of joy, and I don't know what I'd do without the ability to go out and at least be around golf. I wish I'd have played it at a younger age, but I'm learning to play it now. I don't have the instincts. I probably never really will develop them. But it's all about enjoying what you're doing and not worrying about anything else. And so the camaraderie that you experience in golf is everybody's having a good time. Nobody plays golf to be upset, right? So everybody's usually in a good mood, having a good time. So it's playing a golf tournament or just playing golf, period. I would strongly recommend it. And don't worry about how good you are. Nobody cares. Everybody's wrapped up in their own game. They're not worrying about how well you're hitting. So don't worry about it. And these tournaments are scramble anyway. You can play with me. I don't care if we, as long as you're having a good time, and I'm having, we're gonna have a good time. So we don't count how many strokes we take from each other. So we just play and have fun. So, but I do want to thank you for watching episode 2, and I want to encourage you to come back for episode 3. I'm going to look at ways to make golf more affordable. I've got a few things that I do that you may not be aware of that you can save some money. I'm also going to talk a little bit about how you determine what each club will do for you. It's pretty critical to know when you go to face a ball. You need to know your distance, and of course you need to know the variables, your lie, the wind, so on. But if you don't know what your clubs are doing for you, then you're going to have more difficulty. So you need to be able to say, hey, this club will do this for me in that condition if I'm swinging, 100% or 80%. So you need to know what your clubs will do for you. And so we'll talk a little bit about how you go about doing that on our next episode. And then, of course, I'm going to spotlight a course, and it may be Ledgestone if I get some good video, or it may be another one. But we'll talk a little bit about one of the courses when we come back. But until then, Golf Travel with Denis Knight, signing out. See you later.